Hi.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Alex.
I'm happy you came back.
I just wanted to go to the embassy to see if they could give me some information and some stuff.
Yes.
But they told me that all they can do is helping me to go back to Mexico. But I explained them that I cannot go back. It's not safe.
Yeah.
After everything I had to pass all obstacles, so many
Sounds like
things.
you're just kind of getting safe here.
Yeah, I cannot return, and I'm worried because some people threaten me to find my mother in Mexico. That's why I went to the Mexican embassy
Yeah.
to explain that.
So I'll introduce myself. My name is Sarah, and I work with an organization called Voice Sound. We do anti-human trafficking work. I'm a peer supporter, and I also do some case management here and there. But I do my work as a person with lived experience, which means I've been trafficked before. And I know it may be difficult to tell me a bit about yourself and like your experiences, and I completely respect that. You don't have to share anything with me you don't want to.
Yes, it's okay if you have any questions. I can answer. So well, basically, I was my mother was scammed. Was scammed by a guy that was supposed to be Mexican, but he wasn't Mexican. He was from Colombia, and he sent me to live with other three people that they had the immigration papers, and he only sent me with the ETA. The ETA, the visitors permit, and also those persons in a house in Lachine, they tried to basically extort me to steal my passport. So I didn't wanted to give them my passport, even if they told me no, we need your passport so you will get the same papers as us. Why do you don't trust us? And many things happened, and I had to flee from that house. Then I went to seek for help in a Mormon church in La Salle, in Quebec. But the guys of the Mormon church, their help was very limited. They didn't help me at all, to be honest. And after that, I had to live in a homeless shelter. In that homeless shelter, I received I waited there to receive my papers and my social welfare. But after that, I went to live in an organization called Le Pont. But in that organization, they only made me waste my time. They were practically the same as the Mormon guys, just saying that they were going to help me, but they didn't do anything. They only caused me trouble.
They were just not passing by there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you mind if I ask a few questions?
Yeah, also I have here where it is. Here is what I filed in the police. Yes. Hot. It's probably because my jacket is very warm inside. Yeah. Oh yes. And also, I'm wearing 3 layers of sweaters. Also, I have another. I have some proof in an USB.
Okay.
I have a lot of screenshots of recordings, many things.
Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Yes, yes,
So,
you can ask anything.
So typically with the people that I work with, there's two different kinds of trafficking that we typically see. So one kind is sex trafficking. So that's when you're forced to do anything sexual with someone for money. And then there's a different kind of trafficking, which is labor trafficking, where you're forced to work and provide labor. When you say you've been trafficked, do you mind if I ask you what you were forced to do?
Basically, the scammer wanted me to go to work without papers,
Okay.
and also in the Mormon church, they also told me that if I was desperate for money, were going to give me an address to work without papers. But I never did it. I never did it because I knew it was illegal, so I didn't want to get into trouble.
Yeah. So in the first house that you were living in with the three other men,
Mm-hmm.
did you have to do anything to live there? Like, was there any type of did they make you work any jobs in that home? Like anything?
No, but in that home, I think those persons sexually abused me when I was sleeping because I was feeling like weird in my back for like 2 weeks, and I was having like some kind of weird discharge from my back.
How long were you living in that home?
How long I came in from June. I arrived here in Canada in June 3rd,
Okay.
and in that house I arrived in June 4th, and I fled from that house in June 17th. So it was not a lot. But basically, what the scammers wanted me to do was to pay to give them money to let them to let me stay there. So without job, without anything, and being bullied by those people.
And how did they expect you to come up with the money? Did they tell you to go get a job? Like, how did they expect you to
My mother was supposed to be paying the rent of that place, but since I knew it was, I had to live in a dirty mattress. I had to sleep in a dirty mattress. I had to drink tap water. I didn't have food or anything.
And they were trying to take your identification?
Yes, and they were trying to take my passport.
What did they want to do with your identification? Do you know?
I don't know. Probably what they wanted to do was using my ID to modify it to bring other persons.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah.
what they wanted to do.
And I see here that you put the information of the person that was kind of like running that home.
Yeah, it was a man named Alberto Galvan, and he was talking through phone with a person named Polito. He said, "What's up, Polito? How's your contact in immigration? Are we going to bring those Colombian women or what?"
And the other three people that lived in that home, how long had they been there? Were they also victims?
No, the other persons were probably friends of the scammers because all of them had papers. All of them had brown papers, work permits, everything, and I was the first one who arrived in that house, and they were living, and the man named Alberto Galvan was leaving the keys on the mailbox, so other people can enter.
So before I keep asking questions, I just want to let you know this is very hard to talk about, and I completely understand that. So you have a lot of courage to be coming forward and speaking about these things.
I have been doing this in many places with the police station, with Service Canada, with the immigration guys, with social centers for refugee and asylum seekers, with the churches, with many people, and well, I feel like I already explained my story like
So many
so
times.
many times. Yes.
It's kind of exhausting.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So I have two more questions. So one of the questions, when you say that you believe that you are the specially selected, do you think that that happened many times? Do you think that happened one time?
Probably a couple of times, like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, because I was not in that house for much longer, because I was not going to let them keep doing things to me when I was asleep.
Yeah. And when you were asleep and these things happened, you were asleep for as much as you can remember?
Probably they did something for me to lose consciousness.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I was like some mornings I was like feeling super dizzy, and and in my wrists I had like marks of of fingers in my wrists, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't. I just sometimes I feel like I don't know, I'm made of iron or something, because sometimes I think not many people will have had the mental resilience to keep going even after everything.
Exactly, and you're continuing to grow and continuing to advocate for yourself, and I think that's huge. So you said you had sought asylum in a Mormon church. Do you have faith at all? Like, are you religious?
Well, actually, I wanted to give the churches a try, an opportunity, but right now I'm just practicing Buddhism.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I actually have my singing bowl here.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Good.
wanna see it?
Sure. Have you ever had any issues with substance use or alcohol? And there's no judgment. I'm just curious.
Yes, I have a problem with weed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm asking this is because typically in a situation like this, unfortunately, just because it's such a struggle and finding places for people to go to is hard, and the shelters suck.
They do. They
They're
suck.
rough.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is maybe an option I could do. There is this treatment center, shelter type of thing, and it's safer. It's just outside of the city, but it is for people who are trying to stop drinking and doing drugs. I could potentially give them a call to see if they have a bed available, if you'd be open to it. Because unfortunately, I just feel like the other options might be like downtown, kind of dirty shelters, and in the daytime you would have to leave and then come back at night. So I'm just wondering, like, what you think about that.
Uh, well, I guess it's better than the shelters, because I don't feel
They're not safe.
they are exactly.
So I'm gonna try and call someone while I'm here and see if they have a bed available. Because to me, this is the best option I can see. Because it's safer, it's clean, they have resources. I wouldn't, and it's long term. You can stay there for quite a bit of time until you get back on your feet. But it is a Christian organization, which can rub people the wrong way, especially if that's not your faith. But what I always tell people, if Christianity is not your faith, they don't need to know.
Okay.
Just take the resource, you know.
Okay.
Would you be interested in trying to make that call for you?
Well, yes, because I actually
Have many options.
don't have many options.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and give them a call right now and see if they have space. And that's beautiful, by the way.
Thanks.
It's very special. don't, and that's the thing, when you go to shelters too, so many people's bags get stolen, which is so, like, heartbreaking, especially when you have valuables like that, and I don't want that to happen to you. Just 1 second, my internet is so slow. Hello, my name is Sarah, and I'm calling from an organization called Voice Found. We live in Ottawa. I'm calling on behalf of one of my clients. He's a 27-year-old male, and he's wondering what the intake process looks like. He is stable right now, and sober, seeking something for a little bit of extra support. So if you could give me a call back, my phone number is 613-806-1201. Again, my phone number is 613-806-1201. Thank you so much. Bye. Do you have a cell phone at all?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Is it okay if I take your phone number? That way, if
Yeah.
they call me back only and
Yeah.
when I'm not with you, then I can reach you.
514
Just 1 second. 514
619
619
9495.
9495. Okay. And your preferred name is Alex?
Alex, yeah.
Okay. Nice to meet you. So I'm gonna text you so that you also have my phone number, and then you can see like that I'm calling you back.
I'm slipping out for a minute, but do you need to stay?
You don't need to stay. Right now, as we're talking, we're just trying to think about what it's going to look after here. And the shelters are not the greatest. Like, they're not very safe. They're not very clean. So I'm thinking the potential placement for him for long term, just to kind of get back on your feet, it's not ideal. I don't know if you've heard of Harvest House.
Yes, but I don't know a lot about it.
Okay, so it's a treatment center for rehab.
Yes.
But it's a long-term treatment. They are Christian, which I let him know. He is not Christian. There's many people that go there of all faiths. They do talk about God a lot, so just you kind of have to go along with it sometimes. But it's clean. It's just outside the city. It's on Ramseyville Road. You have a nice bedroom. There's different support
What do they
groups.
say? They have room for it.
I'm trying to see. I left a voicemail to see if they have space. As of right now, I don't know when they're going to call me back. So you might have to go to a shelter for tonight.
I can actually return to the hostel. I was staying in Ottawa Backpackers Inn,
Okay.
but I only have for the money for 10 days more.
Okay. So I mean, within 10 days, I'm sure I'll hear back. I have a few connections that do work there. So hopefully they have space. What's great about that place as well is that there's some people that have lived there for 4 or 5 years. Yeah, it's they own this. It's an old school. It's an old high school, and they turned all the classrooms into bedrooms. It's shared bedrooms. It's usually with 2 or 3 other men. And then they own 5 houses down the road as well. So once you reach 1 year period, or you've shown great improvement or some people after 6 months, not improvement, but just kind of help you show up. There's some people who go there who have substance use issues, so they want to make sure that they're clean for a full time, and then they get to move into the other homes and they're sharing.
Yeah, also I do have a question.
Yeah.
Actually, the only thing I have done in my life is weed and cigarettes.
Yeah.
But I do actually like smoking, so I don't. Is that
Smoking cigarettes?
smoking weed that I
You
like?
don't want to quit it.
I guess I can, but sometimes I just
Oh, no judgment. There's no judgment.
from time to time perhaps, but
Yeah, of course. With this program in particular, you wouldn't be able to, like, on, like, at the location. People do smoke cigarettes. I know it's not the same. But that would be the only thing that you would have to give up being there. So I actually have a friend who lived there for 6 years, and he was a refugee as well. And he stayed there for many, many years. He had a relationship with God. He worked for them eventually. I do have good things to say about the place, but just because of ownership and religion, but it's an option, so you can sit with it, think about it. As you said, you have enough money for 10 days at the hostel you were at, and we can stay in touch. Did you hear back from anybody about this?
from the police guys, no, they told me that that here in Ottawa they cannot do anything about this situation. So they told me also that I need to call through the phone.
Is there something that someone or the police or
Yeah, I can. Is it okay if I share your information with someone I know who works for the human trafficking department with police?
Yes, it's okay. You can share it.
Okay, so then I have your phone number, and I can also stay in touch with you about what the update is about that. Because I'm also just curious, because if you have these papers, did they not take this statement, a copy of this
Yeah,
statement?
they didn't.
You wrote a statement and they gave it back to you.
Yeah.
So it was never filed.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, it was poorly handled. I'm sorry that happened to you. So I will share your information with someone at Ottawa Police. They can follow up with you, and you can make a legitimate statement. And then go from there. But as of right now, the housing situation and the call the police, that's what I can do for you today.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
is that
Thank
helpful?
you so much. Yes, for sure, for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, at
I
least
wanted to
I
make sure we did something for you before you left here.
yeah, thank you so much. I was feeling so scared and so alone.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you've had to tell your story so many times.
Many times.
Yeah, and almost like you just need that validation either, which is not a great feeling.
Yes, exactly, because I think I messed in Quebec with something bigger than me, the network of the scammers, of the traffickers, and that's why I noticed a lot of hostility from strangers, people who spoke Spanish in the street, people I didn't know. I broke crying near a metro station. I was talking with my mom. I told him, "Mom, why people are doing this to me?" Then a group of five people came nearby and said, está llorando otra vez como un bebé. Está llorando otra vez como un bebé. He's crying again like a baby. He's crying again like a baby. And for me, it was like, what is going on? I don't understand.
After you've been through something scary like that too, and like a big move as well away from your family and friends, you can feel like in danger for long after as well. So I think that having somewhere safe that's a little bit long term can help you like feel safe again.
Okay, and so let's hope that we can get the call from this organization.
Yeah, and then I'll
will you get to the hostel?
The hostel to Uber.
You're an Uber?
Yeah, in Uber.
Okay.
Well, it was really nice meeting you. Thank you for coming back. I'm
And
happy that you did.
Yeah, I just went to the consulate because I thought it was going to be the last day that it was open.
Okay.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you.
This is good. So I think if you're going to the hostel, you can go, but I just wanted you to have a chance to be connected with the right organization before you left.
Yeah. Also, I'll write more contact information. I also got this from the police. I'll write it. Can I use the? This is my
In Ottawa or in Quebec?
in Ottawa.
Okay.
This is my email. Okay, and the number.
Next time, if you ever call the police again, try and get the officer's name and badge number, because that's important to have as well.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much. I'll stay in contact with you, okay?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, yes. Also, thanks for everything. This has been super hard, super painful, especially because I was feeling like I was losing everything.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sorry you had to wait so long. I know you had a long day, but I'm glad this worked out in the end.
Yes. Also, I think I also just in case I also got some more stuff here. Uh-huh. Does this works for something? For it's a CV, but just
Okay. Don't speak French, but I have a colleague that does, so
je parle 42 ou 60%
He
de
speaks
français.
everything.
amazing. It's amazing. See, once you kind of like get your back on your feet and all that, that's such a skill, you know, to enter into the workplace and just keep moving up.
Oh, I had to learn it just to survive practically.
Yeah, well, sometimes our survival skills end up being the most employable skills.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. That's it.
All right.
Great. That's a good quote. We'll let you pack up, okay?
Okay, thank you so
I'm
much.
gonna head out because I think I'm illegally parked. So I'm gonna head out, but it was really lovely meeting you, okay?
Yeah,
And I'll stay in touch.
yeah,
And
thank
maybe
you.
we can find like a community support group for other people where you can make friends and all that, because I think that'd be really good for you.
Yes, I feel so lonely. I don't even have people to share something, to watch movies, to hang out.
Yeah, I think that's really important, right? And
And I
there's
feel-
there's some other refugee support groups as well.